I'm asking what can be the shapes of a clock. Shape of a clock is always circular. Why? Because see, when it comes to a clock, in clock we have mainly three hands. One is hour hand, minute hand and seconds hand. Now in this particular topic we are not going to talk about seconds hand, we will talk about only hour hand and minute hand, because the entire concept of seconds hand is similar to the concept of minute hand. तो अगर आपको minute hand समझ में आ गया, वही concept seconds में लग जाता है. So now if we talk about both the hands of the clock, we know this very well that both the hands of the clock, they move from a fixed point, plus their lengths are already fixed. For example, we know this very well that minute hand is going to be slightly longer in length compared to hour hand. Minute hand will be slightly longer in length compared to hour hand, right? So the hands of the clock, they move from a fixed point at a fixed length, right? So any object, we know this very well, any object that moves from a fixed point at a fixed length, so the path that that object is going to follow is always going to be circular. For example, when you people were introduced with Euclidean geometry in your class 8th, 7th or 8th standard, you people must have bought a geometry box, right? In that geometry box, there used to be an instrument called rounder, which has one end pointed, and at the other end we used to fix our pencil. Then what you used to do, you used to fix that pointed part on paper and you used to draw a path with the help of pencil. So try to remember it. Whenever you drew a path with that instrument, the path that you always got was circular. Why? Because whenever an object that moves from a fixed point at a fixed length, the path that the object follows is always circular. And because the hands of the clock, they move from a fixed point at a fixed length, so the path that these hands are going to follow is always going to be circular, right? And because both the hands of the clock, they move in a circular path, we say that the shape of a clock is always circular. Irrespective of its physical architecture, the hands of the clock, they always going to follow a circular path. तो जो clock का dial होता है ना, जैसे कि ये जो dial होता है जिसपे numbers लिखे होते हैं, ठीक है, ये हमेशा circular format में ही आपको मिलेगा. ठीक है, उसका फिजिकल आर्किटेक्चर कुछ भी हो, आपके अगर घर में कहीं पर भी किसी फ्रेंड के पास अगर रेक्टेंगुलर घड़ी है, एनालॉग, डिजिटल नहीं, आपके सिलेबस में एनालॉग का ही कॉन्सेप्ट है, डिजिटल का कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. डिजिटल आप नहीं पढ़ सकते, डिजिटल इज वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स, ठीक है, उसको आपको देखना भी नहीं है. तो एनालॉग क्लॉक में देखिएगा, उसका जो डायल होगा ना, वो हमेशा सर्कुलर हो, डायल हमेशा सर्कुलर होगा. ठीक है, ये बात ध्यान में रखिएगा. Now see, because the shape of a clock is always circular, we know this very well that total angle of a circle is 360 degree. Because total angle of a circle is 360 degree and shape of a clock is also circle, we can say that total angle of a clock is also 360 degree. For example, see, right now the watch that I am wearing on my hand, it is also circular, and the clock that we have on our wall is also circular, right? But that clock is much bigger in size compared to this clock. But both of them are showing the same time. Why? Because the time inside a clock is being calculated on a fixed value, that is its angle. ये clock जो कि much smaller in size है, इसका भी total angle 360 है, and the clock that we have on the wall, its total angle is also 360 degree. Since angle is the concept which is constant irrespective of the size of the clock, so angle is going to be the main principal concept for calculating time inside a clock. ये बात ध्यान में रखिएगा, right? So total angle of a clock is always 360 degree, and this is going to be the core fundamental principle for calculating time inside a clock. ठीक है? And now we are going to talk about both the hands of the clock, that is hour hand and minute hand individually, to see that in a particular क्या कहना चाहिए question, right? In a particular question, right? Or in a particular amount of time, right? With what angular value a particular hand moves. So now we are going to talk about both the hands individually. So write down the first, that is called hour hand. First we will talk about hour hand. Right now, let's say right now this hour hand is pointing on 12. Let's say right now this hour hand is pointing on 12. Now it starts from 12, goes to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 11 and come back to 12. So moving from 12 to 12, how long this R hand will take? Moving from 12 to 12, how long will the R hand take? 12 hours. So moving from 12 to 12, since this R hand takes 12 hours, can I say that in 12 hours, since my R hand has traveled from 12 to 12, in 12 hours of time, my R hand has completed one complete round of the circle. 12 से चलकर वापस 12 पर आने में R hand को कितना टाइम लगेगा? 12 hours. Right. So in this 12 hours, since my R hand has traveled from 12 to 12, can I say that in this 12 hours of time, my R hand has completed one complete round of the circle? And one complete round of the circle is of how many degrees? 360 degrees. So can I say that in 12 hours of time, my R hand travels 360-degree angle? In 12 hours, if my R hand travels 360-degree angle, then in 1 hour, how much angle will it travel? You will say, sir, divide 360 with 12, it will be 30 degrees angle. And 1 hour is of how many minutes? 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes of time, my R hand travels how many degrees? 30 degrees. In 60 minutes, if my R hand travels 30 degree, then in 1 minute, how many degrees it will travel? You will say divide 30 with 60, it will be half degree. So now I have to memorize these 2 points, that in 1 minute my R hand travels half degree and in 1 hour my R hand travels 30 degree. Now see this half degree movement in 1 minute, that also tells me that R hand also moves minute by minute. R hand also moves minute by minute, but observing this half degree movement every minute is very difficult for me. But if I take a longer span of time, I can clearly see that my R hand is also moving minute by minute. जैसे कि इस वक्त देखिए, अगर आप टाइम देखें 3:10 हो रहा है, तो 3:10 पे अगर आप देखेंगे तो जो आर हैंड है वो 3 से थोड़ा सा आगे, ठीक है। और जब आप थोड़ा सा और लॉन्गर स्पैन ऑफ टाइम लेंगे 3:30 पे देखेंगे तो आप देखेंगे आर हैंड जो होगा वो 3 और 4 के मिडिल में होगा। व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस आर हैंड इज ऑल्सो मूविंग मिनट बाय मिनट, बट ऑब्जर्विंग दिस हाफ डिग्री मूवमेंट एवरी मिनट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, right? But it moves. This proves, right? So we have to memorize these 2 points, that in 1 hour R hand moves 30-degree angle and in 1 minute R hand moves half degree angle. All right. So now after R hand, let's talk about the next hand, that is called minute hand. Right now, let's say my minute hand is right now pointing on 12. Let's say right now my minute hand is pointing on 12. It starts from 12, goes to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and come back to 12. So moving from 12 to 12, how long will the minute hand take? 60 minutes. My minute hand is pointing on 12. It starts from 12 and goes up to, it starts from 12, goes to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 10, 10, 11, 12. So moving from 12 to 12, how long will the minute hand take? 1 hour of time, right? Moving from 12 to 12, minute hand is going to take 1 hour of time. In this 1 hour of time, since my minute hand has traveled from 12 to 12, can I say that in this 1 hour of time, my minute hand has traveled one complete round of the circle? My minute hand has traveled one complete round of the circle, and one complete round of the circle is of how many degrees? 360 degrees. So can I say that in 60 minutes of time, my minute hand has traveled 360-degree angle? In 60 minutes, if it travel 360-degree angle, in 1 minute, how many angles it will travel? How much angle it will travel? 360 by 60, that will be 60. तो ये पॉइंट भी आपको याद रखना है कि in 1 minute the minute hand travels 6 degree angle. Now based on this, what sort of questions I can get in my exam? I can get this question: what is the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand? Right? What will be the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand at 3:20 AM? ठीक है, और ये बड़ा फेमस क्वेश्चन है क्लॉक का कि एट अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम व्हाट इज द एंगल बिटवीन द हैंड्स ऑफ द क्लॉक। अब इस बात को पहले मेरी बात को ध्यान से सुन लीजिए। सी इन दीज क्वेश्चंस, right, what is the angle, whenever my examiner asks me what is the angle between the hour hand and the minute hand at a particular time, so in these questions AM and PM will not bring any difference to your answer, because the angle made by the hands at 3:20 AM will be exactly equal to the angle made by the hands at 3:20 PM. तो अगर मान लीजिए ये क्वेश्चन कुछ ऐसा होता, what is the angle made by the hands at 3:20, ठीक है, तब भी मेरा आंसर सेम ही आता। So यहाँ पे AM and PM will not bring any difference to my answer. 3:20 AM पे जो एंगल बनेगा, the same angle is going to be formed at 3:20 PM also, right? Because the position of the hands are going to be same. So to find the angle between the hands of the clock, we have a formula that is PA equals to modulus of h into 30 minus 11 by 2 into m. ठीक है, where h represents value of hour, m represents value of minute and PA means parent angle. Parent angle आप कह लीजिए या फिर आप internal angle कह लीजिए, क्योंकि देखिए जब भी दो, देखिए रुकिए एक साइड, जब भी किसी भी टाइम पे दोनों हैंड्स होंगे तो वो कुछ इस तरीके से होंगे, तो एक इंटरनल एंगल बनता है, आपको पता है, तो सामने एक एक्सटर्नल एंगल भी बनता है ना, ये भी आपको पता है, ठीक है ना? तो आप पेरेंट एंगल को इंटरनल मान लीजिए, ऐसा मान लीजिए, ठीक है? So parent angle, to find the angle between the hands of the clock, we have a formula: parent angle equals to modulus of h into 30 minus ln by 2 into m. Now see, when we were studying directions and distance, I clearly taught you this concept that angle is never negative. Since angle is never negative, that's why while solving this equation, we are taking this modulus function, because modulus has a property that it can convert a negative value to positive value. Okay, it can convert a negative value to positive value, right? So now here value of h is value of r. In this time 320, value of r is 3. So this will be 3 into 30 minus 11 by 2 into value of minute is 20 into 20. Right, so with 2 this will cancel out 10 times. So 3 into 30, it will be 90 minus 110, which will be 20 degrees, and this will be right. So to find out angle between the hands of the clock at a particular time, there should be a formula. Now see, the second type of question that I can get from here, the same type of question, right, but in a different language, would be this: what is the reflex angle between the hour hand and the minute hand at 3:20 AM? Now see, reflex angle between the hands of the clock is 360 degree minus parent angle. Reflex angle between the hands of the clock is 360 degree minus parent angle. When you subtract parent angle value from 360 degree, you will always get reflex angle. See, reflex angle is nothing but 360 degree minus parent angle. When I subtract the parent angle value from 360 degree, I'll get reflex angle value. And to calculate parent angle, we already have a formula: modulus of h into 30 minus ln by 2 into m, where h represents value of r. In this question, value of r is 3, so it will be 3 into 30 minus ln by 2 into value of minute is 20. So with 2 this cancel out 10 times. अभी हमने इसको solve किया था, 90 minus 110, it was 20 degree. Now if I subtract this 20 degree parent angle value from 360 degree, I'll get reflex angle value, that is 340 degree.
अब एग्जाम की तैयारी को और बेहतर करने के लिए हमारे चैनल को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें।